We all know Batman is a character that's known for his prep time, and as a result, he has contingency plans to beat every person he comes across, whether they're villains or heroes. And none more so than Superman, because deep down, Batman knows Superman, if he went bad, could just casually end the world, and we see that happen in alternate storylines, with a prime example being Injustice. But in Dark Knight's Metal, evil versions of Batman that came from the Dark Multiverse come to the main DC universe, and we see an evil Superman in the origin comic for the Devastator, an evil Batman who can transform into a version of Doomsday. So the comic starts out with the Devastator fighting Lobo and getting the upper hand, throwing him into space, and then in the form of Bruce Wayne he goes to Metropolis and confronts Lois Lane and transforms in front of her. But then we see the actual important part, which is his origin, and on Earth -1 in Metropolis many years ago, Batman is fighting Superman. He says they don't know why, but for some reason this version of Superman turned evil. And you also find out that this evil version of Superman killed his own wife, this world's version of Lois Lane, and because of that, Batman had enough and he confronted the last son of Krypton. But Batman fights him with a kryptonite spear, however he has his arm heat visioned off, and while Batman says that it hurts, he's implying it both physically and emotionally, but Superman stands over him with his eyes red from heat vision. And while Batman is down, Superman tells him that he never understood. He always heard the other Justice League members saying that Batman could beat him if they really fought and didn't hold back. But Superman tells him that with only a look he could split him in half, with only a breath he could freeze his heart, and he could break every bone in his body with the slightest touch. And Superman mocks him even further by saying, "And what do you have, Bruce? A spear?" And Superman asks, "Do you know how weak you all are to me?" And Batman used this moment telling Clark yes. Bruce tells his best friend that he really loved him, but he's not gonna let him hurt him anymore. And he uses a virus he created to transform into a Doomsday clone and punches Superman, knocking him back. He lifts him up and then breathes a sort of kryptonite poison into his mouth, asking, "Now who's weak?" Superman yells in pain as a bone protrusion pops out from his chest, and with that, Superman dies and Batman was left there, transformed as a Devastator, angry he hadn't done this earlier. But the virus warped Bruce's mind, and that's when the Batman who laughs travels to his universe and explains their multiverse is dying and recruits him into the Dark Knights, and that's where his origin ends. And the comic goes on to show the Devastator fight against Supergirl, and the comic pretty much ending showing that Lois was infected by the same virus and was also turning into a Doomsday. But if you do want to go see more of the Dark Knights, then go read Dark Knight's Metal. It's a goated story. But if you did enjoy the video, then be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more videos from me, let me know down below. But with all that out of the way, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.